Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Student Ambassador Program onboarding call. We're so excited to be here. We're going to start with a couple introductions. So, my name is Claire O'Connor, and I am a sophomore student in high school, and I go to school in Northern Virginia, and I am the National Student Ambassador Captain. I will pass it off to Sophia.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this program. My name's Sophia Blavovsky. I'm actually a sophomore at the George Washington University over in DC, but I'm originally from New York. And I'm really excited to have you join us today.
Okay, so I'm going to start by going over the overview of the program, and then I'm going to pass it off to Sophia for the resources. So I'm going to start with giving you a little bit of background on the She Built Foundation. So in 2019, there was an all-women build on a house in Utah, and they outsourced women from all over the country. They flew them in, and through it, they realized that there's really not enough women in the industry. So Molly Elkman, the head of the She Built Foundation, wrote The House That She Built, which is a book detailing the story. It's a children's picture book, and she turned that into a foundation. And so that's where we are today. And we've created some ambassador programs. And this is the start of the Student Ambassador Program. So let's talk about the goals. The goals are to activate students from across the nation, scale the She Built message, and engage children and communities. So you guys are going to help us achieve those goals. And we're very excited. So, what are your responsibilities as a student ambassador? So, first, you're going to attend the welcome and onboarding and annual meeting, and that is where you are right now. So, you're doing great. Next, you are going to host at least one community event and fundraiser. These will all be examples of what you can do, will be listed in the toolkit that Sophia will go over later in the call. And this is a one school year minimum commitment. And so you also have the benefits. So you guys will have the chance to network with other students through the community of She Built ambassadors. So you guys can always reach out to each other as well as us for help. And you guys will be sent a personal student ambassador welcome package. This will include a book and a t-shirt and a string bag and stuff like that. You will also be able to request books and discounts. So we have The House That She Built, and we also have a new book, The Card That She Built, that is coming out. And you will also have the chance to be featured on the website and or social media. So the She Built Foundation inspires girls to see themselves as builders today and in the future. So we all know that career bias develops at a young age. I'm sure you guys thought when you were young that, oh, I'm into STEM or I like to write. And a lot of girls don't see construction as an opportunity for them. They don't think of that as a pathway. And we're here to change that. We're here to make them know that it is a pathway and it's a choice that they can make. And so why are we doing this? We are here to future-proof the building and construction industry. So by 2031, 41% of the US construction workforce will retire. And of the jobs in the building and construction, only 11% of them are held by women. So we're not only here to build up the number of construction workers because it's declining so quickly, we're here to make that gender imbalance a little less and have more women be involved. What is our vision for the future? A world where girls are inspired and encouraged to build the world around them, where kids are just as likely to picture a woman in a hard hat as a man. So we're here to, again, just make that option available, an option that girls have not seen before. We want them to think of it as an equal job. And we want to invest in the next generation of builders to help the building and construction industry grow, especially because the workforce is declining so quickly. So we are focused on the beginning. In order to increase the number of women entering the building and construction industry, we have to reach girls where they are forming early ideas and interests. And that's how I'm saying like career bias starts really young. So we just want to make this an option. So what do we do? Representation. We use storytelling, content, and other outreach to elevate women in building and construction. Education and skills. We create curriculum, programming, and pathways to other organizations to help girls discover and develop skills related to building and construction. So you'll have opportunities to go through ways that you can do this in the toolkit. We have activity sheets and curriculum to bring into local schools and to really just scale the message. And community. We connect and train students to serve as role models, educators, and advocates. So you guys' role will be to bring the She Built message to your local communities. I will pass this off to Sophia. I'm going to stop sharing so Sophia can pull up.
Thank you, Claire.
Of course.
Okay, so just a little bit more of a deep dive. This is a look at the Student Ambassador Program. So here you have your table of contents. So you're going to have your program admin resources. This is the folders. You have your program admin resources, which is your ambassador toolkit, your program overview, your Google Classroom, which is where you're going to share all of these photos, all of your forms are there, and your student ambassador contact information, which is coming soon when we have all of your info and everybody who signed up. Then the second folder we have is the event resources, which is going to look like your log form, your inspiration deck, some of the sample scripts you can use in your events, some of your activity guides if you're going into a school, just a media release form for if you are taking pictures of the students that you're working with, and some of the link activities and the book request form for those of you that would like to purchase more books. And then in the last folder, there's the brand and content resources, which is any official materials that you can use for social media or for fundraising emails, printouts, flyers, anything like that. So that's just going to be our logo, the introduction to SBF and the SBF brand guide. Okay, so in a closer look at these folders, each one of these contains a table of contents, which has your list of everything in the specific folder. So here you can see we have the toolkit, the program overview, and your Google Classroom, your events log, and the information coming soon. So here you can see the toolkit is 1.1, 1.2, and so on and so forth as you continue through the drive. Okay, and then folder 2 in your events and activities tab, you're going to have your table of contents again, and then here you have your events log, your event and fundraiser inspiration deck, sample scripts, which you can use, like I mentioned earlier, when you're doing your speech to the students that you're working with, and then just on the more technical side, a media release and a book request, and also differently from other folders. In this folder we have subfolders. So we have activity guides, which is a resource for you to use to learn how to lead these activities. And this includes trade-specific activities. Like in this one, we have architecture. We have an architecture activity here. And then you have linked activities. So this would be like a printout that you would give a handout to the students. Okay. And then the last folder in this Google Drive is the brand materials. So again, you're going to have your table of contents, and this is just a logo, an introduction, and a brand guide. So that's for your use if you ever need it. Okay, so just a quick look at important links. You have obviously access to this Google Drive. And that's for use for you, however you'd like to use it. You have a Zephy donation link, which is really helpful for any fundraisers. You have your events log, so you're going to have to log every event that you've had, every fundraiser that you've had into this form. So that's also linked in the Google Classroom, which I'll show you, but this is a good spot for it as well. Here you have our email if you need. Feel free to contact us and we'll respond to you as soon as we can. So please reach out with questions for photos, anything that you have that concerns us. Feel free to reach out to this email right here. And then lastly, I'm just going to show you the Google Classroom. So once you complete your onboarding form, which we'll show you in a QR code later at the end of the slide, we're going to invite you to this Google Classroom. In our adult ambassador program, we have this as a Facebook group, but to make it easier for you, we're using a Google Classroom. So this just has the ambassador program events log spotlighted as well as the onboarding form. So you will have access to that. And feel free to post questions, any comments, post pictures onto this form. This is for all of the ambassadors to see. So this is kind of a central hub of communication. So this is a very good resource. And that's it. I'm going to pass it back over to Claire for the end. And just really quickly, we do want to highlight that we get a lot of questions about whether or not this is just for women. We want to make it clear that this is for everybody. Having allies is really important. And although this is the She Built Foundation, we're not exclusive to only girls, and we welcome any boys, men that want to join. We would love to have you.
Thank you. I'm going to take over for the rest of the call. Let's talk about the next steps in your timeline. So you're here at the onboarding call, and it's helping you learn if this ambassador program is right for you. And today you can complete our sign-up form to officially become a part of the inaugural class of the She Built Student Ambassadors. So we will have a QR code at the end of the slideshow that you can easily get to this form from. And the week of October 14th, which is a week after tomorrow, you will get access to all of the Student Ambassador Google Drive materials, and you can start browsing the resources. You can start hosting events and representing She Built Foundation and scaling the message as soon as possible. And so early fall next year will be our annual call. So we'll have one of these calls each year, and you will hear all about the updates and share your own experiences and more. And then September 2025, you will be wrapping up your first year of ambassador duties, and you can let us know if you would like to join us again for another year in 2026. So let's go over some frequently asked questions, and then you guys can take over and ask whatever questions you have. Can I join the program as a school club? Yes, absolutely. If your school would like to create a chapter of the She Built Student Ambassador Program for your group, please reach out to us at ambassadors@shebuilt.org with information about your group type, size, and interests. Group programs will have their own goals and will be supported by an intern student ambassador captain. I have some friends who would be perfect for this. Can I send them the sign-up link? Before signing up, prospective student ambassadors must attend an onboarding call. If you know someone that would like to sign up for the 2024-2025 student ambassador cohort but could not attend this call, please have them reach out to us at this email. And we will have this call recorded to make it really easy for anyone to join in the middle of the session. Do you guys have any specific questions for us?
And if it's not something that you'd like to share, feel free to message either Claire or I directly, and we're happy to answer any questions on that front.
Okay, great. So if you guys are ready to join, here's the QR code that will take you to the Google form to sign up. We're so happy you're here. We're happy to be here.
And if you do know of other people that you think will be interested, please feel free to send this to them because you are the inaugural class. It's a much smaller class than we'd like to see it expand in the future. So if you know people that are good for it, please send this out to them. It's a great opportunity for both high school and college students. Claire is more on the high school front and I'm on the college front. So I can personally attest to the fact that this is a great opportunity in terms of community service, in terms of if you're just looking for something fulfilling to do, if you're looking for something to really make you stand out and to really differentiate you on your college applications, it's a really good opportunity for you just on any front. So please feel free to share it. We'd love to have more people join.
Okay, thank you guys so much for coming.